Welcome back to the Toronto Thunderbirds franchise here on Madden 25, and in today's episode we're jumping into the playoffs for Season 4, and we are already in the divisional round because we have earned a bye week for this season with our 14-3 record. Just in case you missed the last episode, here is how the first round of the playoffs played out, and we get to take on the 6th-seeded Dallas Cowboys, who are still going to be led by quarterback Dak Prescott. But he has now fallen down to an 81 overall. At running back, they have a 97 overall in Austin Bell. Over at wide receiver is a 99 in CeeDee Lamb, a former Oklahoma Sooner, an 88 in Devon Stewart, and then an 82 in Telvin McCullers, who was a rookie receiver. Then at tight end, they have an 87 in Jake Ferguson, left tackle is an 86, left guard is a 93, center is a 69, right guard is an 82, and right tackle is an 84. And then over on defense, they have a 74 overall at left end. At right end will be a 71. Defensive tackle is going to be an 81 and an 82. Outside linebacker is a 99 in Micah Parsons. Middle linebacker is an 81. Right outside linebacker is a 72. At corner, they have a 93 in Deron Bland, an 85 in Trayvon Diggs. Free safety is an 82 in Trey Stackhouse. And strong safety is a 90 overall in Jazio Morrell. Just a quick correction, that's a Jazario, not Jazio. I apologize for that mispronunciation, but still a 90 overall safety might be a problem. And as we take a look at the season rankings, it looks like Dallas is 8th in passing yards per game and 6th in rushing yards, but only 16th in points per game, so they don't apparently capitalize on a lot of drives. But let's see how the divisional round of the playoffs are going to play out today. And it would appear we are getting a snow game here in Toronto as the kick is sent deep. They will field this in the landing zone and bring it up across the 20 and get met. Never mind, break that tackle and get brought down to the 26. I was going to say met and brought down, but he got away. And now Dak Prescott will take the field. Let's see how our defense operates today. They come out in a 5-wide set. Dak will drop back to the pass. And on the first play, hit as he throws, but finds his man, and that will be a first down to the 38-yard line. Dak is going to go back into a shotgun set here again. He will take the snap. It'll be a handoff to Austin Bell, who goes up the middle and is met and brought down for just a 1-yard carry, but it looks like Jalen Carter is injured. We came into this game with no injuries, and that is a massive one here. 2nd and 9 from the 40. He'll drop back, a quick throw to the outside, caught by Austin Bell, who gets to the edge and is met and brought down by Lyle Blue. Only a 1-yard gain again. That brings up a 3rd and 8 and a possibility for our defense to get off the field. Dak will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to be under pressure, and he throws this one away, so our offense will get to come out. Now, last season, Ben Richardson did get us to the playoffs as the 4 seed, but unfortunately we lost to Philadelphia. Looking to rebound from that today. We get to begin this drive at the 15-yard line. He'll send Kruger in motion. Now takes the snap and fires downfield. It finds his man, but it's knocked out of the hands of Sidney Peters. 2nd down coming up. That will set us up with a 5-wide set now. Never mind, he's going to change the play here, and it looks like we're going to have, I believe, Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. So now on a 2nd and 10, he'll send Brian Duvall in motion. He takes the snap and looks to pass. Fires over the middle, will find his man, but once again the hit jars it free. Jamison Williams couldn't haul that one in through the contact. And now it's a 3rd and 10, a possible 3-and-out for the Thunderbirds. Richardson back in shotgun. Pearson's still the running back, but he'll look to pass. Standing in the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep downfield, and that one gets deflected away, and we will punt it away after 3 straight incomplete passes. Following the punt, Dak and the Cowboys will take over at their own 47-yard line with a shotgun set. With 2 running backs in the backfield, Dak will take the snap. It's a handoff to Austin Bell, who goes to the outside, meets Tracy Wilcox, and is brought down for a 5-yard carry this time. Now a 2nd and 5 from the 48-yard line of Toronto. Dak back in shotgun, will take the snap and looks to pass, firing underneath, finds his man. That'll be a first down and a lot more all the way across the 30-yard line, finally brought down to the 26. Here is going to be a shotgun set for the Cowboys. Now on the very next play, it's a quick pressure, a quick throw to the outside, and a 6-yard play to bring up a 2nd and 4. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but they're already down to the Toronto 20-yard line here with a shotgun formation. Austin Bell in the backfield, but Dak will look to pass. He's going to let this one go deep downfield, but overthrow his man, and thankfully he missed that. Otherwise, that was an easy touchdown for the Cowboys. Dak comes out in a shotgun set again. Austin Bell still in the backfield. From the Toronto 20, he'll drop back and look to run. He's going to get sacked on the play by Tracy Wilcox. The Cowboys would get the first points of the game on a field goal, but now the Toronto offense is back out. 1st and 10 from their own 30. He's going to send Dylan Kruger in motion. Now he's going to send him right back. We'll look for another pass, and we have our first completed pass of the day. This one for a 5-yard gain to Brian Duvall. So that will bring up a 2nd and 5, now the 35. Richardson drops back to pass. He's going to fire this downfield, and he finds Dylan Kruger, but can't hold on through the contact. That is 3 drops so far due to just big hits from the Cowboys defense. Can we avoid the 3-and-out again? Richardson will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to let this one go downfield, and he finds Kruger, who makes the catch, brought down the Cowboys' 48-yard line. I don't know if our play caller realizes he could run the ball, but we could definitely do that. 1st and 10, but Richardson will look to pass. A quick throw caught by Sidney Peters, who cuts up the sideline and has another 1st down, this one to the 37. Looks like Will Pearson still lined up in the backfield here for the next play. And Richardson will finally run the ball as Pearson gets to the outside and has a solid run here of about 8 yards to set up a 2nd and 2. Ben Richardson back in a shotgun set again. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. Will we go back to him? No, we go back to the air. He throws to the outside and misses his receiver to bring up a 3rd down. Honestly, I feel like after an 8-yard carry, I would have gone right back to the running back, but now it's a 3rd and 2 from the 29. A quick throw will be caught, and Jameson Williams holds on to it for the 1st down to about the 24. Now it looks like a bunch set at the bottom of your screen on the very next play as Richardson will look to pass again, and he's going to let this one go. Caught by Williams for the 1st down, and Jameson Williams down to the 13-yard line. Another shotgun formation for the Thunderbirds. Richardson will drop back. He's going to go over the middle. That's going to be caught by Jameson Williams again, this time down to the 7-yard line to bring up a 2nd and 4. And another shotgun set for Toronto here. Will Pearson still the running back in the backfield. We're going to send a man in motion. Richardson takes the snap, goes to the end zone and finds his man, and a touchdown to rookie receiver David Sapp will give us the lead. On the Cowboys' next drive, they have managed to drive back into Toronto territory. It's a 2nd and 6 from about the 29. Dak from under center will run a play fake. Now looking to go deep downfield, finds his man. It's knocked there and almost caught anyway. That would have been a wild touchdown, because CeeDee Lamb got his head taken off, but it looked like Devon Stewart almost caught it and would have been able to walk in. But now on 3rd down, Dak rolling to the outside. He's going to try to take off. Dak will keep the drive alive with a 1st down and a lot more. Dak Prescott all the way down to the 5-yard line on a 24-yard run. That sets up a 1st and goal for Dallas as Dak will line up under center, looking to pass, going to the outside, a wide open man, but he is met and brought down by Austin Acosta, ruled down at the 3-yard line. Now Dak faces a 2nd and goal. He's going to line up under center. He takes the snap. It's a toss play to Austin Bell on the outside, and Bell will be met and brought down by Lyle Blue, and they rule that no gain. That brings up a 3rd and goal now for Dallas. Dak goes under center. He'll drop back and look to pass. Going downfield, and he will find his man. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's Devon Stewart, and they will take the lead. Well, Ben Richardson, you're once again down by 3. Let's see how he's going to respond. Starting from his own 30-yard line, he'll drop back and look to pass. And he's going to let this one go to the outside, caught by Kruger, who will break that tackle, and he has the 1st down to the 43. This might be the final play of the 1st quarter here. 1st and 10. Back in his shotgun set, it will be a handoff to Pearson, who goes up the middle, and it will be the final play of the 1st quarter with a 5-yard run, which will obviously set up a 2nd and 5 to start the 2nd quarter. Richardson will come out and send, it looks like, David Sapp in motion. Now he's going to throw this to the outside, a wide open Dylan Kruger for the 1st down to the Cowboys' 42. It'll be another shotgun set for Toronto on the very next play. Keaton Mitchell in the backfield. We give it to the speedy back, but he is met and brought down for a loss of 3. That brings up a 2nd and 13, now at the 45-yard line. Back in a shotgun set, Richardson will look to pass. He's going to go downfield. He finds Jameson Williams for the 1st down all the way down to the 28-yard line. Ben Richardson back in a shotgun set again. Keaton Mitchell lined up in the backfield this time. He is going to send Dylan Kruger in motion. Still lined up at receiver, though. He'll drop back, and he's going to find Kruger over the middle for a gain of about 4 yards to bring up a 2nd and 6. With a shotgun formation and Will Pearson back in the backfield, Richardson will look to pass here. He's going to throw to the running back, and Pearson has the 1st down to about the 17. Ben Richardson back in a shotgun set again. Will Pearson still in the backfield, and this time we will hand it to the rookie, who goes to the outside and will get met and brought down for just a 3-yard carry to bring up a 2nd and 7. It'll be another shotgun set, but this time it looks like Keaton Mitchell's lined up in the backfield for Toronto. Richardson looking to pass, going to the end zone, and nearly finds his man. That was Antoine Edmonds, the backup tight end, but they deflected it away at the last possible second. Now a 3rd and 7. From the 14-yard line, Richardson will drop back to pass. It's going to be a screen to the outside, caught by Keaton Mitchell, who will have the 1st down and get met and brought down to the 7. 1st and goal, Toronto, which will lead to just another shotgun set, but Will Pearson's now in the backfield. So Richardson will look to pass here on 1st and goal, going over the middle, caught by Pearson, who will get met and brought down at the 2-yard line. I honestly couldn't even tell where the end zone was there, but now it's a 2nd and goal, and we're back in a shotgun set. Just give it to the running back here. They jump off sides. It's a free play, but it won't matter. Touchdown, Toronto. The Cowboys on their next drive have driven down to the 39-yard line, but it's a 3rd and 7. Dak goes under center. He'll drop back, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll let it go, and he finds his man. 1st down, Dallas, down to the 27. This looks like it might be setting up to be an offensive battle today. Dak back in shotgun, will take the snap and look to pass again. And he's going to let this one go to the outside, caught by Ferguson, who was met and brought down for a 6-yard play to bring up a 2nd and 4 at about the 21-yard line. Dak will come back in shotgun again. I believe Austin Bell is still lined up at running back here. I still have not seen Jalen Carter come back into the game, unfortunately. We'll throw it underneath, and that one will be incomplete, knocked out of the hands of Ferguson to bring up a 3rd and 4. And if Carter can't come back, that is a massive loss for us. From the 21-yard line, Dak back in shotgun. We'll drop back and look to pass again. Throw into the outside. A wide open CeeDee Lamb getting all the way down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Dallas. And it looks like Dak is going to go back under center for this next play. And he will be looking to pass. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Ferguson, who was met and brought down. They rule it no gain. They'll go back under center for the very next play. Austin Bell is lined up in the backfield, but Dak will look to pass again. He's going to be under a lot of pressure, getting chased, and will throw this one away at the last possible second. It brings up a 3rd and goal now. And it will be a shotgun set with Austin Bell in the backfield for Dallas. See if Dak can get a quick pass to the end zone here. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. He steps up in the pocket, trying to buy some time. Dak rolling to the outside, and Dak Prescott will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. They will take the lead back. Well, one positive note is the extra point was blocked in simulation, so it's 16-14. We come out with 3:41 to go here in the first half. Richardson going downfield on the first play. He'll find Kruger and get all the way to the 50-yard line. Then Richardson back in shotgun again. Looks like Will Pearson lined up in the backfield here. We'll take the snap. We fake it to the running back. And now he'll throw on the run downfield. Find his man for the 1st down. That's Brian Duvall. Down to the 36-yard line of the Cowboys here. And Richardson will go under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Pearson. Tries to follow his blocks, but is met and brought down for just a 3-yard carry to bring up a 2nd and 7. And that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. From the 33-yard line, Richardson back in shotgun. Will take the snap and looks to pass. Dropping farther back. Now lets it go, and there was nobody there, it looked like. I honestly couldn't tell who he was trying to hit. There was definitely a receiver in the area, but there were 2. And I don't know why I said there was nobody there, but either way, it fell incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down. That's the important part here. Still the 33-yard line. Send Kruger in motion. Richardson will look to pass again. He's going to find Kruger. Never mind. He'll find Sidney Peters over the middle for the 1st down. I just assumed it was going to be Dylan Kruger sitting there, but in fact, it was our slot receiver. Now a 1st and 10 from the 25. Sampson in motion. Richardson will drop back to pass. He's going to let this one go deep downfield, and he finds Brian Duvall. Touchdown, Toronto. We will take the lead back. But the Cowboys do have 1 minute and 13 seconds and all 3 timeouts to try to respond. So we'll jump in and see what they do. It'll start with a screen pass to Austin Bell, who gets to the outside and will end up with a 1st down about the 41-yard line. They also say he got out of bounds, so it does stop the clock without having to burn a timeout. Dak will take the snap on the very next play, go over the middle, and that one will fall incomplete. Looked like it got bounced off of Jamarcus Norwood. Now a 2nd and 10 from the 41. Dak back in shotgun again. Austin Bell still in the backfield here. And Dak will obviously look to pass. Standing in the pocket, dropping farther back, now rolling to the outside. Trying to buy some time, and he's finally just going to take off for the 1st down of his own, and he slides down to the 43. They burn that first timeout. If this was real life, I feel like that defensive back would have just decapitated Dak Prescott. But now on 1st and 10, he'll look to pass. It'll be a quick throw, and that was going to fall incomplete. Knocks out of the hands of Jake Ferguson. Just 53 seconds to play here in the first half. Dak will drop back and looks to pass again. He's going to let this one go underneath. That'll be caught by, I believe, Austin Bell to get to the 35-yard line. They burn that 2nd timeout. They're within at least field goal range here, I would assume. Dak comes out with no one else in the backfield. We'll drop back. A quick throw for the easy 1st down. Definitely within field goal range now. Down to 40 seconds. Will they burn a timeout? No, they will not. They let it run all the way down to about 15 seconds here before they're going to snap the ball. Dak back in a shotgun set. Will look to pass. We're bringing a blitz, and he throws this to the outside, and he gets out of bounds with 10 seconds and a gain of 4. I would imagine you only really get one more play here before you have to just settle for a field goal. 2nd and 6 from the 21. Dak will drop back to pass. Roll to the outside. He lets it go. Caught by his man, who's brought down to the 18, and they will burn that final timeout and settle for a field goal try. This will be about a 35-yard try, I think. It's hard to see the numbers here, but I think it's about a 35-yard attempt. The kick is away, and it is good. And then the Thunderbirds get the ball to start the second half. We begin at our own 30-yard line, up by 2. Richardson back in shotgun will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to throw this underneath. That'll be caught by Kruger for a gain of about 5 yards to start this drive. Richardson back in a shotgun set again for second down. It looks like Will Pearson's lined up in the backfield, but we're going to send Dylan Kruger in motion. We'll take the snap, and we will give it to the running back who goes up the middle and finds absolutely nothing. All right, Richardson, let's avoid a 3-and-out to start this half. It's a 3rd and 5 from our own 35. He'll drop back, and a quick throw will be caught, but I don't think he had the first down. He, in fact, did not. It's a 4th and inches. We would end up punting it away there, and Dallas has driven all the way down to the 46-yard line where they have a 3rd and 10. So can we get them off the field? Dak will take the snap and looks to pass. He's going to fire this over the middle and miss his receiver to bring up the 4th down, so they will punt it away. The punt would go back for a touchback, so we get to start at the 20-yard line with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Handoff to Pearson, who goes to the outside and is met and brought down. They do give him a yard, even though, honestly, I didn't think he got that much. Now on 2nd and 9, it looks like Keaton Mitchell has checked into the game at running back. Ben Richardson back in his shotgun set will take the snap and look to pass. It's a quick throw because they brought a blitz, and he finds Dylan Kruger to set up a 3rd and 4. Once again, a situation with a possible 3-and-out. Richardson back in shotgun. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. He will take the snap and look to pass. It's a quick throw caught by Pearson for the first down, and will keep this drive moving to about the 34-yard line. Richardson now lining up under center. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield here. See if we go back to him on this play, and we will. Pearson tries to go to the outside. He'll get met and brought down. They give him a gain of 3 to bring up a 2nd and 7 for Toronto. And it looks like Richardson's going to go right back under center. Will Pearson still lined up at running back here, and we go back to him on the very next play, and that play is only going to get about a yard, and it brings up a 3rd and 6. So most likely this one will be a pass play. Richardson back in shotgun. Pearson out of the backfield, but Richardson will look to pass. And he's going to roll to the outside, throw on the run deep downfield, and that one gets deflected away and will fall incomplete. And the Cowboys on the very next drive have a 3rd and 2 from the 45. Handoff to Austin Bell, who gets a massive gain into Toronto territory, brought down to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys now definitely in field goal range to take the lead at worst on this drive unless there is a turnover. 1st and 10, run a play fake to Austin Bell. Dak going to be under pressure. He's going to roll to the outside. He's going to take off, get the first down, and slide down at about the 12-yard line. And that should take us to the final quarter of the divisional round. We are just 1 quarter away from finding out who is headed to the conference championship. Dak will drop back out of shotgun. And now he's going to roll to the outside. Dak Prescott going to take off inside the 10 and slide down near the 5-yard line. They ruled a 6-yard run to bring up a 2nd and 4 now. He's going to go back under center. Austin Bell is still lined up in the backfield. And it looks like we are going to jump off sides. And I don't think that's going to be a flag on Dallas, despite the fact how they reacted. Yeah, that's going to be ruled encroachment, even though we didn't touch anybody. It should be neutral zone infraction. Whatever, I don't really, count on EA to get that right. But now it's a 2nd and 1 from about the 3. Dak's going to line up under center. He'll drop back and look to pass. He's going to fire to the end zone, and he finds his man. Touchdown, Cowboys. They take the lead. Well, in the third quarter, Ben Richardson had 2 drives to try to add to our lead and could not do it. Now we're down by 5 as we come out for our next drive here in the fourth quarter and start with a 2-yard run to Will Pearson, which will set up a 2nd and 8. Richardson back in shotgun. We'll hand off to Will Pearson. Goes to the outside, and that's going to be no gain on the play. And now all of a sudden we face a 3rd and 8 from our own 32-yard line. Richardson back in shotgun. He is going to send Dylan Kruger in a slight motion, it looked like, and he'll look to pass. Throwing underneath, caught by Brian Duval, who breaks 1 tackle, but is brought down to bring up a 4th down, and we will punt this ball away. So now we need the defense to step up here. They started the 22-yard line. Dak is back in shotgun. We'll drop back and look to pass. It's a quick throw to Austin Bell on the outside, and he's going to get met and brought down. They rule it a 4-yard play. It would set up a 2nd and 6, and now Dak back in shotgun again. From the 26, there's going to be a handoff to Austin Bell, who goes to the outside. He was met and brought down, but they rule he got the first down. That was definitely a close call, but we're not going to challenge it here. From the 33-yard line, out of a pistol set, they give it back to Bell, who was met and brought down for a loss of 3 in the backfield. That was Jeremy Chin on the loss, now a 2nd and 13. Back at the 30, they go back to Austin Bell, who goes to the outside. This time he'll get met and brought down. That sets up a 3rd and 10. It would be absolutely massive to get them off the field right now. Dak is the only one in the backfield. He will take the snap and look to pass. He's going to let this one go deep downfield, and that one gets deflected away, I believe, by A.J. Terrell, and they will have to punt. With just 9:01 to play here in the playoffs, from the 20-yard line is where we will start this drive. We're going to begin with a play fake, and now going downfield, he finds his man, and that'll be a first down to the 31-yard line by Sidney Peters. Ben Richardson back in his shotgun set again. About 8.5 minutes to play now. And it looks like Keaton Mitchell's coming out of the backfield. He's going to go over the middle to find Dylan Kruger and get another first down for Toronto, this one to the 42. Now it's going to be a shotgun set. He will take the snap and a quick throw over the middle to absolutely nobody because he completely underthrew that route. Now it's a 2nd and 10 for Toronto. Richardson will come back in shotgun. It looks like Will Pearson is lined up in the backfield here. From about the 42-yard line, he'll send Dylan Kruger in motion. And it looks like he's going to go line up at receiver now at the top of your screen. Richardson with a quick throw. He finds Kruger, and that one will set up a 3rd and about 3 here at the 49-yard line. And it will lead to another shotgun formation. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. We're going to send Dylan Kruger in motion again. It looks like he's going to go line up at the top of the screen again. Are we about to run the same exact play? Take the snap, a quick throw. He finds Antoine Edmonds down to the 34-yard line. You know, maybe it was the same play, but it got a different result, and now we're in Cowboys territory. About 6.5 minutes to go in the game. It's going to be an RPO. He finds Jamison Williams for a gain of about 5 yards to the 28-yard line. That will set up a 2nd and 5 for the Thunderbirds now. Richardson back in his shotgun set. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. He'll take the snap and looks to pass. A quick throw will be caught by Dylan Kruger, who will be brought down to the 21-yard line. First down, Toronto. So far, the Thunderbirds are driving. And that is going to be a flag on somebody. It looked like they kind of jumped at the same exact time, but they'll rule it on Dallas. And they actually ruled that one a neutral zone infraction. So now a 1st and 5 from the 16. And it looks like he's trying to buy some time, but he gets sacked on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12. It looked like Dallas brought a blitz, and we were definitely not ready for it. 2nd and 12 from the 23. He's going to send Antoine Edmonds in motion. He's going to line up at receivers. He will draw back and look to pass. He finds Edmonds, who will make it a 3rd and about 4 here at the 16-yard line. Now a shotgun set. Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. About 4 minutes to go in the game. We give it to Pearson. Pearson trying to find a lane and is brought down, but there's going to be a flag down here. Are you kidding me? It's going to be a holding on Toronto. However, they declined the penalty to make it a 4th and 3 instead of a 3rd and 14, and we are going for it here. He will drop back and look to pass. He's going to throw this underneath, caught by Kruger, and we convert on the play. Dallas went for the big risk of just trying to get the turnover on downs, and right now we have made them pay for it. 1st and goal from the 7 coming up. With a shotgun formation, Will Pearson lined up in the backfield. And Richardson's going to take the snap. They give it to Pearson, who goes to the outside, and Will Pearson walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. But we will line up for a 2-point try to make it a 3-point game. We send Dylan Kruger in motion and then send him right back. Richardson will look to pass, going to the end zone and finds a wide open Jamison Williams. We are up by 3. And now Dak Prescott comes out with 3:56 to play. Down by 3. They do have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. From their own 28-yard line, they start with a handoff to Austin Bell, who goes to the outside, and they're going to start this with a solid run to about the 40. Now it's going to be a pistol set for the Cowboys on the very next play. With Bell still in the backfield, Dak will look to pass. He throws to the outside, caught by Jake Ferguson, who will be met and brought down. They rule it a gain of 3. That will bring up a 2nd and 7. And it looks like another shotgun set for the Cowboys here from about the 43-yard line. Dak will take the snap and looks to pass. We're bringing a blitz, and it does not get home. He's going to take off, and he's going to outrun our defensive back for the first down. Emmett Ward came in on a blitz, but could not get him down until he got the first. Now a 1st and 10 from the Toronto 47. Dak will look to pass. He's hands around the pocket. Now throwing this one downfield, caught by his man, and they'll rule it a first down and get us down to the 2-minute warning. We are definitely in for an interesting finish here. From the Toronto 37, he'll drop back to pass, and he's going to be under pressure, getting sacked on the play by Tony George for a loss of 12. I don't think he saw him, because that was the wrong decision to roll out to that side. Now on 2nd down, he'll look to pass, trying to get most of those yards back. It's knocked away by A.J. Terrell. That will now set up a 3rd and 22 for the Cowboys. Dak is the only one in the backfield from the 49-yard line. He will take the snap. We're bringing up blitz. He throws on the run to the outside, caught by his man, but he's brought down to bring up a 4th and 14. About 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the game. They do have all 3 timeouts. Dak out of shotgun. A quick throw to the outside will be caught, but he's brought down, and that is a turnover on downs with just a minute and 1 second to play. But like I mentioned, they do have all 3 timeouts, so we need 1 first down to advance to the conference championship. Out of a shotgun set, we hand off to Will Pearson, who goes to the outside. He is brought down for just a 2-yard gain, and Dallas will burn that first timeout. Richardson back in his shotgun set again. From the 33-yard line here, he's going to send a man in motion. He takes a snap, fakes the toss, and now gives it to Pearson to go to the outside. He is met, and they burn their second timeout on a 3rd and 4 with 54 seconds to go. Richardson back in shotgun, Pearson still in the backfield. Now we could attempt a pass play here, but no, we will just hand off to Pearson, who goes up the middle and gets the first down. Dallas burns that final timeout. We are headed to the NFC Conference Championship game as soon as we kneel this ball down a couple times. It was an incredibly hard-fought game and a hard-fought win from our team. I am proud of everyone on this team, including quarterback Ben Richardson, who came up clutch multiple times in this game. Obviously was not great in the 3rd quarter, but it does not matter now. We get the win and we are moving on. And that quarterback finished today 31 of 40, 292 yards and 2 scores. On the ground, Will Pearson got 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then receiving, Dylan Kruger 11 for 106, Brian Duvall 5 for 54 and a touchdown. And then David Sapp only got 1 catch, but it was for a 7-yard touchdown. And then Emmett Ward actually ended up leading our team in tackles with a total of 10. In sacks, we got 1 from Tracy Wilcox and a massive one from Tony George, but we did unfortunately get 0 interceptions and 0 turnovers in general on the day. Unless, of course, you count a turnover on downs. Now, Dak finished 32 of 47 for 270 yards and 2 touchdowns. Austin Bell got 60 yards on 14 carries, but Dak Prescott got 85 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. And then receiving, Jake Ferguson was their leading receiver, 11 for 79, but Devon Stewart got 2 touchdowns today. And here's how the next round of the playoffs have played out. The Buffalo Bills take down the Indianapolis Colts, and the Kansas City Chiefs take down the Baltimore Ravens. So the AFC Championship is between Kansas City and Buffalo. And then on our side, obviously, we defeated Dallas, but the Atlanta Falcons have taken down Seattle 34-31. So we get a divisional matchup in the NFC Championship game. And obviously that means we have played the Falcons this season. In the first matchup, we won 24-17 all the way back in week 2. And in the second matchup, we won 18-13 back in week number 16. But I said it in the last episode whenever I saw we were playing the Dallas Cowboys, it does not matter what you did in the regular season against teams when it comes to the playoffs, because right now, if they come in and upset us, it's season over. But anyway, that will be in the next episode when we try to see if we can go play for a Super Bowl.